Because there was a lot of skepticism, diasporans have already started expressing, like you can see even here in the comments, regarding investing in Kenya. There's a lot of business deals that have gone sour in Kenya. So Mosh, maybe I'm going to start with you. Are you sold into this idea that One Voice Consortium is pushing to invest in Kenya? DJ Moshfire.
Thanks, Ali, and once again, thanks to our guests for gracing us with your presence. Big Ted, it looks like you're going to become a regular, so hizo fanta pia unaweza kuona sukuma huku kabla uanze show. Ali, your question about having a channel or a path for Kenyans to invest, I think if we, just like somebody asked earlier about vetting organizations or places that we deal with in Kenya, in terms of by the time I want to make an investment or I'm thinking about making an investment, I can go to a place that has already done all the vetting. So all I'm doing is going through vendors or people or places or products that they have vetted. That is a plus and it's a win. And just like Big Ted was saying, you eliminate having that rela of viewers who you're sending money to, who, keep sending you pictures of the neighbor's building next door until the day you get home and you find out that you didn't even have a plot. So, I applaud this effort. And what I would say is, since this, to me, this is the beginning of us reaching out to everybody and letting people know that OVC exists, because this is the first time that we're hearing of OVC, unless you heard of OVC before this show. I know I hadn't heard of them, and I would say I'm normally, my ear is on the ground, but I had not heard of this, and I really applaud the effort. The only question that I would have for them is, why would I have to go through an organization and not come in on my own?
That's a very good question. Now, before, real quick, we go to Mika, because Mika is also on standby. With that question that you've just left us with, I'm going to go to Dr. Shuri to see if we can get an answer to that. Dr. Shuri, why go through an organization rather than just go direct?
Thank you for that question, One Mic Studio and the team there. As you very well have said, Kenyans are very skeptical as far as organizations that that are coming to sell them investment opportunities in Kenya. And some of them we've come to learn are really very, very shadowy kind of organizations that are not even known. So what we have done in One Voice Consortium is to develop an issue of vetting organizations, and not just vetting organization, affiliating ourselves with organizations that are very, very well known, that have already done due diligence on other organizations. For instance, organizations that are going to be participating in our One Voice Consortium are members of the Kenyan National Chamber of Commerce, or they're affiliated with the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce. What does that mean? It means that those are organizations that the Chamber has been dealing with for a long time. They already scrutinize their best practices. They already review them on an annual basis. So these are people we can be able to work with. Secondly, when the organizations are joining our One Voice Consortium, we also do our own vetting. We have a vetting committee that kind of goes through these companies to know who they are, what is their mission, what is their vision, what have they done in the past, and most importantly, do they maintain a code of conduct that is applicable towards solving the problems of the community. That is what we do. And that is what has attracted a lot of people to us, because we don't deal with people who are just a one briefcase or organization. We deal with the people who are impacting others on the ground. And that is why even to join us as One Voice Consortium, you must have an organization that is helping Kenyans somewhere. And this an organization that has at least more than 5 people in it, so that we are sure that you are helping people somewhere, and we can be able to evaluate and see how you're doing as far as an organization. That is what has made us separate. We do not interfere with what you are doing in your organization as long as it is helping Kenyans, it is uplifting them, it is helping them solve solutions that are there, whether those solutions are about welfare, whether it is about business, whether it is about governance, whether it is about empowerment, all these things that are important to all of us.